to step 2 using the Armoral ceramic coating. But as you see, it already got that nice shine, a nice glimmer, but we want to make it really deep, really nice. Man, we went through a lot of meticulous detail through the Range Rover right here. Man, look at that. I mean, we almost got it back to its marshmallow white paint, but wait till we hit it with that ceramic wash and that ceramic wax. But remember them scratches from before? Gone. A lot of the stuff, the door sills, nice and white. So yeah, we got rid of like the first layers, and this is all doing this without a clay bar. We did use our magic eraser, but we got through the first layers of dirt, grime, and stuff like that. We're gonna hit the rims up at the end, but everything else, it's just now we about to just dry the car, and then we're gonna get started on part 2, and then I'm gonna show you part 2 on the Range Rover too. Okay. All right. So with every new process, just to keep it fair for the new product, we're gonna use new wash towels. All right. And that's basically, once again, you just need a Microsoft terry towel. You get to go. All right. So for the Armoral, it's the same thing as the Armoral wax. Basically, you rinse, pour the product, add the water. I do a heavy concentrate, so you just follow the instructions on the bottle, but I do it a little extra. We are working with 2 cars here, plus I like extra anyway. With that also being said, like I said, it's the same process. So you just rinse, add product, water, and then dry, and then we're gonna move on to the third guy, which is chemical guys. All right. Once again, through this video, I'm gonna show you throughout the process, and we're gonna keep it flowing. All right. Once again, you just rinse it. We don't have to do a heavy rinse because we already, it's basically clean. We're just doing, extra stuff just to see how it really shines up and do at the end of the day. So yeah, you just want to go through it, rinse. I'm gonna rinse it for a minute, and then I'm gonna add the wheel cleaner, and I'm gonna do that for a minute, and then I'm gonna add the water at the end for a minute. And that's how I'm gonna divide this one up, because you really don't need a lot of water because we just rinsed and dried, so it's basically clean. All right. So what I did is I did a minute worth of time for water. So I did a lot of, like, look, let me just show you. So I did basically like 25% of the bottle into the bucket. Then I did about a minute worth of water, right? And that's my mix. Once again, I'm just trying to have a heavy concentrate. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna wash the car. Yeah, I said it right, sorry guys. Wash the car and then rinse it again, and then wash the car, rinse, and then dry, and then we move on to the third step. All right. So once you start rinsing, it's going to look like there's no soap on it at all, but once you start hitting it with the water, it most definitely starts up and stuff like that. All right. So for the tires, you let the chemicals bleed and you let the chemicals dry and bake up in there. And when we did that, it's just for when we use our, our chemicals or whatever, when we go use our tire cleaner and our wheel cleaner, it just comes up real easy. But as you can see, it will just come out like that. And when you're applying, it has a green apple taste to it. I mean, taste, Lord, smell. Sorry, we did not taste this, guys. Do not swallow this. Do not taste this in any smell, fast, or foul way. Green apple smell to it. With that also being said, it seems like you're not putting no soap on it, but in reality, you really are. This is all 3 products technically can be used with a foam cannon. So if you want that super foamy effect, use the foam cannon. But we all wanted to hand wash this without using the foam cannon because we don't have that option available at this time for us. So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like once you go ahead and rinse off the product, which is the Armoral ceramic. All right, so the sun is down, which is basically good. You want to kind of not do it in direct sunlight, especially when you wax or even when you dry off your vehicle to remove water spots. But this is the after. This is the after of the Armoral with the combiner. So I could kind of see that it's a little bit more like glossy, glassy looking. But I'm really looking forward to finishing this process with the wax and plus the last car wash that we're gonna do. To see where it really does any difference, to see if this whole tri-foam, this tri-wash, this tri-thing actually works, or do you just need to stick with a wax and a wash? So this is it. And then plus this should last. I mean, we are using 3 good products. So we shouldn't have to wash our car. When it rains, it should wipe out any, dirt, poop and stuff like that, especially because it's ceramic coating. It's ceramic coated, not only through 2 car washes, but also a wax spray too, just to seal all of that in. So, I mean, this should be good for at least, I mean, I'm hoping that 3 months strong, where it's just a simple wash and it just rains off all the stuff. All right. Right now we're doing the rinse portion of the Armoral for the Range Rover. So we're just gonna see if it does any improvement and stuff like that. All right, we are already, and once again, we did the whole wheel cleaner, you know, deep suck in. We're not gonna rinse those off until the last one, and then we're gonna go in and do the real treatment too. But right now, we are doing the rinse cycle of the Range Rover. All right, right now we're doing the rinse, and then after this we're gonna dry it, and then we're gonna move on to the chemical guys, and then we're gonna do our spray and wax, and then we're gonna do the rails and tires. It's been quite a process. Thank you for staying with us so far. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Once again, this is DJ, and this is the Grand Channel. We're almost finished, guys. We're almost there. A couple more processes, and then we're gonna see the final result. All right, check that out. The thing is gleaming, ain't it? Woo! And this is after the both of the Armorals. The one is the Cabana wax wash, and this one is the Armoral. So after that, this is after drying the Armoral. Now we're ready for our final step, which is the chemical guys, and then it's on to the spray wax. It's on to the spray wax. All right. All right, for the chemical guys, it's the same thing. You just rinse. Put your product in the bucket, mix it. And once again, we did a minute of water, and then we did half because we're doing 2 cars. More like 75% because we're doing 2 cars. Like I said, I want a heavy concentrated mix, so you know, the more the better in my eyes, but that's what we're doing. And so yeah, that's it for that. All right, and then we're gonna rinse one more time, then dry it off. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, so officially, I think the chemical guys, if we were doing a comparison test, the chemical guys did a way better job. So honestly, if I ever do this again, I would skip the Armoral ceramic, and I would go straight with the chemical guys. You don't need a lot. My concentrate, like this is still the same rag with 2 different rags, but I'm telling you, but like it is remarkable. It smells like grape soda, grape Kool-Aid, got that greatness to it, but it suds up phenomenally well, and you don't have to use that lot. So I made that mistake of making it overly concentrated, but we also got an SUV behind it. So, and then we're gonna just, you know, do it, then dump it, and then move on to the wax finally. But man, yeah, chemical guys so far, thus far, is the best. So if I had to do this again, I would do the Cabana wax, the Armoral Cabana wax, because that did a very good job too. And then I would skip the whole Armoral and then go straight to chemical guys so far in this video. So it's gonna be a dual wash. It ain't gonna be no try. You don't need the Armoral ceramic. Honestly, it didn't really do no difference than the wax. What is it called? Wash and wax. It really didn't do no difference than that, to be honest with you. So, but chemical guys, oh my gosh. All right, guys, I will keep you updated as we go along through this process. That chemical guy did a phenomenal job. I mean, you can see better beating properties, and you can also see how easy like the water is like coming off by itself. Like that did a flawless job. Like I'm honestly, like you can see how like just it's crazy, man. Like yo, chemical guy, it did a great job. I'm serious. I'm very excited about this. So literally, and it cut the car wash in half. I was literally able to do it, put it on there, rinse it in under 3 minutes, and call it a day. Like only thing now I got to do is dry. So if I had to do this again, I would just skip that whole Armoral ceramic. It's not really good, but this chemical guys, whoo, it was so nice, guys. All right, so this is the final result of the chemical guys with the wipe down. This by far is the best out of the if you was to compare chemical guys against Armoral, this, oh my gosh, guys, I mean it's day and night. It really destroys the Armoral. You would think that there was no Armoral like on the vehicle at all. Like it did such a good job. So I can't wait to finalize this with the wax. That's gonna be mad interesting. So, all right. Onto the Range Rover. All right, this is what it looks like before we put on the chemical, guys. It's been a long, good journey today, guys. Like, we've been out here putting in work for our babies and stuff like that. But yeah, that chemical guy is a different thing, yo. It's a different beast. So we're gonna see what it does to the range too. But it's different. All right, see y'all in a little bit. Also, what we're doing is every car, since we're doing 2 cars, we're letting this car just sit after we wipe it down from doing the rinse of the chemical guys. We let every cycle, every process, so the car wax, the Armoral, and the chemical guys, we let it sit and just let it, you know, dry off or whatever. We already wiped it down, so it's good to go. So with that being said, we just let it chill. So you don't think like we're hitting it back to back. We're doing each step and then allowing some time for the chemicals and stuff to actually get into the paint and stuff of that nature before we move on to the next step. So each car wash that we actually do is about like maybe it's 3 minutes for the wash, and then we do it for like 5 to 6, 7, 10 minutes, and then we go back and hit it again for another 3 minutes. So I mean, honestly, it's almost like each wash is 20 minutes. So we've been doing both cars in a 20-minute interval, 20 to 30 minutes. So it's been sitting for that amount of time. So right now we're in the rinse process of the chemical guys for the Range Rover. I just wanted y'all to know that we're not hitting it back to back to back. We're actually allowing some time so the product and stuff can just relax and sit. All right. All right, so we're on the final rinse. And then we're gonna dry it. And then we're gonna move to our spray and wax. And after the spray and wax, we don't have to rinse no more water. So we spent a total of like $40 just on water. Maybe 40, 45, 47, something like that, but no more than 50 on water. For 2 cars, you can't really beat that with the amount of detail that we did. So we just needed a high pressure hose, and this place supplied it for us once again. But this is the final rinse. After this, we're gonna dry it, and that's it. And we're gonna move on to the spray and wax. All right, the wet spray and wax. All right. All right, so this is the Range Rover after the rinse and dry of the chemical guys. Remember that spot? Yeah, it's like that. Nice. Nice, ain't it? So now our final step is just to do the wet and dry wax, which is actually, I'm gonna show you the chemical guys because I didn't show you the bottle of that like 100%, and then I'm gonna also show you the final step that we got to do before the wheels. All right, one moment. So this is the chemical guys, and by far this was the best one for the ceramic wash. This was, whew, I see, you hear me? We'll be using the Turtle Wax Hybrid. It's a ceramic spray coating, wet wax, which means that you wet and spray at the same time, and then you dry basically. And then once you finish that, then you take like a small like microfiber cloth or cherry, you just want to just buff everything in, and that's it. You don't have to do nothing more, nothing else, no rinsing, nothing. You good to go, and you're out of here. Then we're gonna do these our tires for both cars. But yeah, that's it. All right. So that's what we're doing right now. You want to do it cloudy or not under direct sunlight, basically. All right. Bam. All right. So for this part, you literally just spray a little bit of. All right. So I used. Forgive me. I used regular water, like a water bottle from any company, Deer Park, wherever you want to use. Put it in this little spray bottle. So you just want to spray a little bit, and then take your product, spray a couple times, and then you instantly want to grab your. This is a special ceramic towel from Advanced Auto Parts, and then you just literally start buffing out. You want to do it until it dries, and then that's it. And then you move on and you keep doing it like that, and that's it. All right. So we wiped it down. As you see, you can see me really good in the reflection. I mean, that's how you know the wax is really good. But as you see, for both cars, we did the spray and wax. It's a lot shinier, almost look like darn near glass. And then now we're about to do the tires. We're gonna use the Magellan's all-wheel tire cleaner. We're gonna use, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff as we go along, but that's what we're gonna use right now. So yeah, what you do is you just wanna coat your tires nice and tight, like that. I mean, coat your rims. This is not the tire cleaner, this is the rim cleaner. And once you do that, you wanna wipe it down. I'm gonna use a brush, and then we're gonna hose it down afterwards. So just a quick brush like this. And we're gonna do all 4 tires. All right, so see you in a little bit.